Okay, students, this is class 11th, and in our web application for class 11, there is a unit that is digital content creation, adding styles to web pages. इसमें आप देखेंगे कि हम लोग जो भी कंटेंट क्रिएट करते हैं, HTML पेज बनाते हैं, वहाँ पर किसी भी वेब पेज को स्टाइल कैसे प्रोवाइड करते हैं, दैट इज एडिंग स्टाइल्स टू वेब पेजेस। और इसको क्या बोलते हैं, CSS, दैट इज कैस्केडिंग स्टाइल सीट। ओके, तो इसके बारे में कुछ चीज़ें आज हम देखेंगे। तो द फर्स्ट थिंग इज दैट so the very first thing is that learning objective is section 1, basic about HTML, then basic about CSS, and next one is CSS properties, that is border, box, font, margin, padding, and CSS classes. So there are some basic terms about HTML basic, in which we are going to see how the HTML codes are going to run, and how can we run it on our computer system. So this chapter leads you to the basic of hypertext markup language. HTML stands for hypertext markup language, and HTML is the building block for web pages. You will learn to use HTML to author an HTML page to display in a web browser. And what's the objective behind that? That is, by the end of this chapter, you will be able to use a text editor to author an HTML document, be able to use basic tags to denote paragraphs, emphasis, or special type, create hyperlinks to other document, create create an email link, add image to your document, use a table for layout. So in this session, in this chapter, we will learn what is text editor, how can we code in HTML and create a HTML document. So let's see what is text editor and what is HTML document. To create the page on web, that is called web page, there is need of two things. First one is our web browser, and second one is text editor, or you may say the first thing is text editor and the second thing is web browser. What is the use of text editor? Text editor is used to edit the text or to create the HTML file, and to run the HTML file at the text editor, there is need of web browser like as Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, and many more. So you may see here there is also, as you are most of the students are working from your working at home, and don't have your own PC. That's why you are going to work with your computer, work with your cell phone. Am I right? Are you working with your cell phone or your computer? Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
No,
Yes,
so
sir.
are you working with
Yes,
your
sir.
cell phone or your computer? आप लोग जो प्रोग्राम कर रहे हो वो कंप्यूटर पे कर रहे हो या सेल मोबाइल फोन पे कर रहे हो?
से मोबाइल फोन पर कर रहे हैं.
Okay. I'm now going to introduce two different way to edit. The first thing is that there is every computer system having the Microsoft processor, Microsoft operating system. There is a application that is Notepad, that is default your edit. This is called default text editor. Default text editor is your Notepad. Okay, so to create the HTML page, we are in need of Notepad or such editor. If we are going to write the code here, and after, so when we are going to write the code here, there is need of a browser to display our code, our HTML document. So there is need of browser, like as your browser here, your browser is Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, Internet Explorer. These are the example of Microsoft Edge. These are the example of your web browser. Now in the same way we are going to see here there is a website w3schools.com by the help of which you can learn the HTML. And there is benefit of w3schools.com is that it has self editor that is available on your website. You may use this application, this website on your cell phone, like as that HTML and CSS. Now we are going to, there are tutorial classes for this, like as HTML, CSS, JavaScript, server side programming, and many more things are available here. You may take when it depends upon your interest, what you want to learn, you may learn here. So the first thing we have to learn, that is HTML. Okay, HTML and CSS. Now learn HTML. So now you can see here HTML tutorial. HTML, there is definition of HTML. HTML is the standard markup language for web pages. With HTML, you can create your own website. HTML is easy to learn. You will enjoy it. Start learning HTML. Now you may see here, easy learning with HTML. Try it yourself. Try it yourself. It is the editor of this website w3schools.com. This is, try it yourself is editor, like as just notepad. If when we have the notepad in our computer system, in the similar way it has the editor, that is try it yourself editor. Now you may see here, that is there are some HTML codes written here. Okay, so as you know very well, this is working as notepad. There is also a need of browser in our computer system. In our mobile phone we can connect with the browser. So now we are going to try, that is try it yourself. Okay, so try it yourself. This is your editor. Now you may see here there are two parts of your screen. First one is your editor and second one is your viewing point of where you can see your coding, where you can see your output of the HTML pages. Okay, so now you may see here, is there any query or any issue you have? Are you getting my points?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
would you like to ask anything? कुछ पूछना है आप लोगों को?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No.
Okay, so now I think you are getting my points. So the for now we are going to learn about, now we are going to learn about HTML. What the code we're going to write here, it will be displayed in like that. Okay, so now I am going to discuss about HTML. What is HTML and how the coding is going to run on our web browser by the help of editor. So the first thing is document type HTML. This tag, you must have to you must have knowledge about this thing. This is called angle bracket. This one is your angle bracket, and every tag, including every HTML code must be inside the angle bracket. That is left angle bracket and that is right angle bracket, or you may say that this is opening angle bracket and this is closing angle bracket. Okay, the first code written here is document type HTML. This code gives the information about our code to the web browser and showing that this is document type, that is HTML. Now this code is telling the browser that the code having inside of this file is of HTML, so that the browser can treat that code as HTML code and can convert the code in HTML code so that the specific output may be displayed on the web browser. Okay, so now after this line there is HTML, there is HTML code, and you may see here that is this is opening HTML and this is closing HTML, because there are two types of tag here, that is container tag and special tag. If the container tag is that there must some containing something, must containing something, like as that this HTML code, the head, the title, the body, the h1p is all inside the HTML. That's why this is containing tag. If there is any containing tag, it must be closed after the body. So HTML code this is, and we are going to close this code. जैसे ही यहाँ पे HTML कोड हमने स्टार्ट किया, वैसे ही यहाँ पे हमें इसको क्लोज करना होगा, because it containing many codes. Okay, so now इस HTML ने क्या किया, यहाँ पे HTML को कोड को यहाँ पे क्लोज करते हैं. एंड नाउ as there are each and every language has its syntax, has its grammar, has its own way to put the punctuation and put the things in their form. जैसा कि आप लोग देखते हो, हिंदी लैंग्वेज हो, इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज हो, किसी भी लैंग्वेज में हम लोगों को कोई सिंटैक्स फॉलो करना पड़ता है, ग्रामर के रूल्स फॉलो करने पड़ते हैं, कुछ पंक्चुएशन मार्क होते हैं जिनको फॉलो करने पड़ते हैं, और उनका स्पेसिफिक यूज है बाय देयर प्लेस. जिस प्लेस पे उसको पुट करोगे उसका वैसा यूज होता है. एंड इज दैट राइट? इज दैट ओके?
यस सर.
Yes, sir.
इसी तरह यहाँ पर HTML की कोडिंग है. दिस इज प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज. प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज HTML की जब कोडिंग है, देयर आर सम स्पेसिफिक रूल्स ऑफ HTML, देयर आर सम सिंटैक्स ऑफ HTML, देयर आर सम ग्रामर्स ऑफ HTML, and we have to follow all of them to get the specific output. ओके, जैसे यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है दिस इज ए कार. अगर मैं लिख दूँ, ठीक है, so you can see here, if we are going to write here this is a car, then what is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of this? Is there anyone who can tell me? इसका क्या मीनिंग होगा? दिस इज ए कार, इसका क्या मीनिंग होगा? से दिस इज वेरी सिंपल इंग्लिश. जो आप लोग इंग्लिश पढ़ते हो उसके बारे में पूछ रहा हूँ मैं, कोई स्पेसिफिक मीनिंग नहीं है. तो आप बताओ दिस इज ए कार का क्या मीनिंग है?
यह एक गाड़ी है.
ओके, ठीक है, तो आप लोग समझ गए. अब अगर इसको मैं थोड़ा सा चेंज कर देता हूँ, इज दिस ए कार एंड गोइंग टू यूज दिस. अब क्या है?
क्या ये गाड़ी है?
ठीक है, क्या ये गाड़ी? अगर इसका क्या मतलब हुआ कि यू हैव डाउट अबाउट दैट, राइट? यू आर आस्किंग अबाउट दैट, इज दिस ए कार? इज दिस ए कार? ये गाड़ी है सच में? नहीं. जैसे विंटेज, जैसे कोई पुरानी कार देख लिया आपने, या कुछ ऐसा देख लिया जो अभी कार चल रही है उससे कुछ डिफरेंट दिख रहा है आपको, देन यू आर गोइंग टू आस्क अबाउट दैट थिंग कि इज दिस ए कार? रियली दिस इज ए कार? नहीं. अब अगर आपने ऐसे ही किया, देन देयर इज अ मार्क ऑफ एक्सक्लेमेशन. अब आप लोग क्या बोलोगे? इज दिस ए कार? नहीं, लाइक दैट, कि मतलब ऐसा लग रहा है कि कोई कार तो है बट उसको ना मतलब इस तरह से डैमेज कर दिया गया, या तो उसके बॉडी स्ट्रक्चर कुछ इस तरह चेंज कर दिए हुए. देन यू आर गोइंग टू सॉल्व कि सच में ये कार कैसा कार है? ये बिल्कुल बेकार सा, बिल्कुल अजीब सा लग रहा है, नहीं है ना?
यस सर.
So you may see here the words are saying the meaning is going to be changed by the help of some punctuation mark, by the help of rearrangement of the words. यहाँ पे आप जैसे देखते हो कि वर्ड्स को जैसे ही रीअरेंज कर रहे हैं हम लोग, या उसमें कुछ स्पेशल कैरेक्टर्स इंक्लूड कर रहे हैं, तो उसकी मीनिंग चेंज हो जा रही है. इन द सिमिलर वे, दिस इज योर पेज, वेब पेज. Here there are some specific rules, there are some specific grammars by the help of which we are going to create the web page, and by the collection of web page we are going to create the website. Okay, and all the information we are going to provide on web page or our website, it all going to save on the main server that is called web server. Okay, so now the thing is that there are some codes like as HTML. There are some code HTML, head, title. There are container tag HTML. This is container tag because this containing the codes inside this. Okay, So this is opening HTML code and this is closing HTML tag. Okay. In the similar way, there is also head. Every as we know that every page has some. Okay. As we know that every page has some like as you may say head. जैसे आप लोग कॉपी पे अपना कुछ भी लिखते हो ना, कॉपी पे कुछ भी हम लिखते हैं तो उसमें क्या करते हैं, हेडिंग डालते हैं ना, हेडिंग डालते हैं ना। तो
यस
इन
सर।
द सेम वेज हमारे वेब पेज में भी कुछ हेडिंग होती है, उसके लिए एक अलग सा टैग यूज किया जाता है, दैट टैग इज कॉल्ड हेडिंग टैग। ओके, सो हेड टैग के अंदर हमने क्या किया, एंड नाउ हेड टैग हो गया। इसी तरह टाइटल डालते हैं, टाइटल हमने डाला यहाँ पर, टाइटल के लिए कोड यूज किया। ऑल ऑफ देम यू कैन सी हैविंग द स्टार्टिंग टैग एंड एंडिंग टैग। एट टैग को जब एंड करते हैं तो क्या करते हैं, वो फ्रंट स्लैश वाला यूज करते हैं, फ्रंट स्लैश यूज करते हैं, एंड एचटीएमएल एंड बॉडी जो भी वट एवर इज द ओपनिंग टैग, तो उसको क्या करते हैं, ये क्लोजिंग टैग हो जाता है आपका। ठीक है, सो this is your head and now this is your title. Okay, now next thing is body of the, because as you can see here, this is your heading, this is the body of your, this is the body of your web page। ठीक है, जो भी कोड हमारी होगी बॉडी के अंदर होगी। ठीक है, इस बॉडी जब स्टार्ट करेंगे तभी हमारी कोड एग्जीक्यूट करेगी यहाँ पे। लाइक यू मे सी हियर दैट इज बॉडी h1 h1 is, there is heading tag from h1 to h6. H1 has the biggest value, that is the big font size is h1, and the smallest font size, smallest heading font size is h6. So there is the tagline used h1, this is the heading, and this is the biggest font size of your on your web page. Okay, h1 stands for heading 1. Okay, and now this is also a container tag, this is also a container tag because h1 also containing some value, some code. Okay, and now that is p stands for paragraph, that is different paragraph, and it's also a container tag because this is opening tag and this is closing tag. Now you can see here this is a paragraph and this is a paragraph. Now you may see here the output at the same time. Okay, now you can see here that is hypertext markup language. As the name is showing, the name is saying this is also a language, then it must have some rules, some grammar, some norms, some words, some punctuation like that, and we have to follow all of them. यहाँ पे आप जब देखा आपने कि HTML का अपना ग्रामर है, अपना पंक्चुएशन है, अपने मार्क हैं, कुछ स्पेसिफिक कैरेक्टर्स हैं, कुछ स्पेसिफिक वर्ड्स हैं, उनके अकॉर्डिंग हमें इन्हें यूज़ करना है। जैसा कि आप लोगों ने देख रहे हो यहाँ पर कि इतने सारी लाइंस लिखने के बाद, कोड लिखने के बाद आपका जो यहाँ आउटपुट आ रहा है वो इतना सही आ रहा है ना, इतना सही आ रहा है ना, इज दैट ओके?
यस सर।
ठीक है, सो जैसे मैंने अभी एक एग्जांपल दिया था कि दिस इज ए कार, लिखा था ना दिस इज ए कार। ठीक है, इसका ये मतलब हुआ कि आपके सामने कोई कार खड़ी है, इसके बारे में मैं बात कर रहा हूँ आपसे, है। अगर आपके सामने कोई कार खड़ी है तो आप सीधा से देख सकते हो दिस इज ए कार, तो उसमें दिस इज ए लगाने की कोई ज़रूरत ही क्या थी, है ना, लगाने की कोई ज़रूरत ही नहीं थी। इन द सिमिलर वे यहाँ पर जो हमें अगर ये आउटपुट लेना है तो ये आउटपुट लेने के लिए हमें शो करना पड़ेगा एग्जैक्टली दिस इज द आउटपुट, तो हमें इस नॉर्म को फॉर्म करके आफ्टर देन यहाँ पे ये डिस्प्ले करते हैं। ठीक है, this is the use of your syntax, this is the use of your grammar, this is the use of your words vocabulary। ठीक है, is that okay?
यस सर। सर एक बात बोले?
जी,
सर हमारी ना इंग्लिश की क्लास लग रही है, मैम बोल रही है उसमें आ जाओ, तो सर हम जा सकते हैं?
आफ्टर 10 मिनट 1:30 के बाद आप। ठीक है,
ओके सर।
this is not the way। Okay, now we are going to see just this is as this is our first web page, so you may write here this is our first web page। Okay, hello. Hello students, or you may write here this is for class 11 students of SKV. Okay, so now you may see here is the thing, and now we are going to run it. Now you may see here the code is going to run in this way. This is our first web page. This is class 11 student of SKV Kitoni. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now after this session we will go also for further chapters, further lessons. Now you may see here that is this code, we have run this code, and now there is also some example of HTML code exercise and some codes. Now there is added tooltip paragraph below the text about W3 schools. Okay, HTML quiz test, canvas, audio, HTML earn. Okay, now HTML introduction. Now we are going to learn something about HTML. That is, what is HTML? HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. This is a standard markup language for creating web pages. HTML describes the structure of a web page. HTML consists of a series of elements. HTML elements tell the browser how to display the content. HTML element label pieces of content such as this is heading, this is paragraph, this is a link, etc. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे जैसे आप लोगों ने देखा अभी जो कोड हमारा रन किया, यहाँ पे HTML को हम वन बाय वन एक एक करके सारी इंफॉर्मेशन दे रहे हैं किस चीज़ को, कैसे हमें कहाँ कौन से वर्ड को प्लेस करना है, इसके बारे में हम यहाँ पे जानकारी देंगे. ठीक है, सो नाउ we are going to stop this session for today. Now we will learn more things in next class, and you may also try with the W3 schools. W3 schools, by the help of which you may use the things, you may learn the things on your phone, on your mobile phone too. Okay, so thank you so much for today. Now we will going to meet in next class.